Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22, as we continue our start from scratch run here on Zielonka, continuing our Feed My Kids run by transitioning over to cows. We're doing milk and cereal at this point. We're done with the baby food stage, although we do still have a ton of baby food getting processed right now, so we're still will be selling quite a bit. We got a lot of money coming back from that. But right now we're just planting grass on all of our fields because grass... we'll get a few cycles of grass in. We're going to need the silage anyway. We can sell some of the silage that we don't end up using, or don't think we'll need for the cows. And that'll give us some more money. And then once it comes time to plant the corn and the oats that we're going to need for the cereal, then we'll switch a couple of these fields over to that. As you can see, I already have the beehive down. We're going to need the beehive for the cereal anyway. And I wanted to go ahead and start getting a stockpile of honey coming in. Just so we have that ready to available. I'm probably not going to sell the honey. I just wanted to have it like getting produced, and we'll offload it from that sell point, or that drop off point, I should say, right by the beehive, and we'll just have a stockpile set off somewhere. So we'll have it ready to put into the cereal factory when we get that. I did go ahead and put the beehive right where it's at, because if we are still on this farm, if we haven't moved farms, we're still on this farm. When we get to the potato chips, then I believe canola oil is one of the things for potato chips. I guess I could check that. And canola can get benefits from the bees. So I put it there so that way we can make this field right here a canola field at some point. And we'll kind of go with that. Let's see. I know it's oil, but I just can't remember if it's canola. Yeah, it's canola oil, olive oil, or sunflower. Or actually, we can do either sunflowers or canola. Either one of those would work. And they both get benefits from the bees. Actually, potatoes get benefits from the bees. Honestly, when we switch over to the potato chips, we might just have beehives everywhere, come to think of it. Because all those crops, I believe, benefit from the bees. So let me just confirm myself. I know the sunflowers and the canola do. And potatoes, yeah. So all three of those can get an extra little bit of a yield boost from having bees nearby. It's very convenient. So we might just have lots of bees all around at that point in time. It looks like we're done with the plowing over here, or the subsoiling. Get you out of the way. Let the guys doing the seeding finish. The only other thing we'll need is raisins, right? We still need to get raisins going. I mean, we don't have the money for the raisin factory right now anyway, but I do want to get some raisins down at some point. I mean, I could go ahead and drop down the raisin, effectively greenhouse, because that's what I have available for us right now, the grape orchard. I could go ahead and drop down a few of these and start building up some grapes as well, just kind of like I did with the honey, the bees here. I mean, I think this will probably be our cow area. So where would I put the grapes? I think I thought about putting them over there on that little pond area. I could also just put a line of them here. Just have them set aside. I mean, yeah, if I bought this, I could definitely have room for the grapes and some other things. How much is that field over there? Pretty sure we looked at it, but let's look at it again. Only 21,000 bucks. I could get by it, and I could just go ahead and put all my grapes down. I might even put them on this side, and actually be right next to the water. If I don't remember, I don't know if these grapes, if this particular greenhouse variant needs water or not. If it does, we'll have the water nearby, and then we'll still have room for the factories, kind of around the backside and things like that. That might work. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good move. Let's go ahead and get that land, and let's just plan to put our. I don't know how many we're going to need. I'm just going to put it. I mean, they're not massively expensive. That kind of leads me to believe that they probably are. Oh, they actually take manure and fertilizer. Oh, I like to. Let's get one down. And we might not be able to actually start building on it yet. It might be something that. Okay, where's the output? There's the output right there. I'm probably just going to put like I said, a line of them here somewhere. Just want to make sure we have plenty. And even if we have extras, then that's fine too. I want to situate this. I mean, there's room for the factory here too. I mean, I can always put them along this road. Just have a line of them here and just be able to drive up that road and pick them up very easily. What would be easiest? Is it easier to drop off a lot or pick up a lot? Because I put the drop-off point out to the road like that, and I just do a line of those, and I'd still have to drive down the middle to pick up the boxes. I think the pickup. I think I'm gonna rather do it this way. Oh, we're just gonna do a line of them here. I need to make sure I have enough room to drive between them. I mean, I could do a little bit of alternating thing so that I have double sets of boxes and I just drive down one side, drop off, drive down the other side, drop off, and good to go. Something like that could work. I don't want to go crazy here. I just want to kind of get a good pattern. Just want to make sure we have enough room for the tractor to go down the middle. Come on, get lined up. All right, fine. I'll use the mouse. Controller's being a little bit cranky. I'm trying to remember how wide the trailer would be. Probably something like that would be fine, I think. That might be a little narrow. Actually, let me go grab the trailer. And let's just see. I mean, this isn't the exact trailer I'm going to use. Let me grab... Where's my other trailer? Oh, it's over at the baby food spot. This will be fine. I can actually just drive the truck over there. It'll give me a good approximation of the width. I mean, it's a tight squeeze, but yeah, we should be able to work right down the middle of that. That should be basically perfect. I might even do this. It's completely unnecessary, but it's going to make me feel a little bit better. I kind of like the grass over here, though. Something like that. I don't know. Just to kind of give us a little bit of a path. How many of these do I actually want? I have no idea. Oh, these actually show up over here. Oh, we could just do water. Or we could do less water and actually put fertilizer and seed into it. I mean, we're going to get manure from the cows. Once we start getting manure from the cows, I might go that route with the seed and stuff. That might be kind of interesting. But, I mean, initially, we're just going to do just the water. I'll just drop up a bunch of water here. So it produces 24 times a month. Something tells me we're going to need quite a few of these. It's only 1,500 liters a month for one. So, I mean, how much do we think we're going to need? I honestly have no concept. I really don't. Until we get the cereal factory, I won't know for sure. But I feel like we're going to need at least a couple more would probably be ideal. Oh, I think I got that off center. Did I? I think that's off the line, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit to the left. I think. Oh, actually, I was lining up the boxes. The boxes are just a little bit to the left. So actually, this one right here is technically wrong if I was lining up the grapes. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to just sell it just to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. That's 5. That'll give me like 7,500 liters. I mean, one more would give me 9,000. It's a nice, you know, 6 is a nice number. So we might do 6. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up like 10 of these at some point. All right, we'll go with something like that. 3 on each side. See what that does for us. And I just need to set them all to just the water, and then we'll have to go grab us a water trailer. We'll start getting some grapes coming in. I don't know. Again, I don't know if we're going to start selling the grapes or we're just going to stockpile them to be able to turn into raisins later. Probably just stockpile them for now. Just want to be able to have them available. Have a good supply of them. If we end up with too many, which I don't think will happen, then we can always sell those at that point. All right, let's get us a water trailer. Usually go with that one. It's just usually just a good size. I mean, the difference between these two is minimal. I mean, eventually we might, you know, just grab one of these big old semi-trailers just because it can be used for water and milk. But I think for now we'll just run with the good old tried and true, trusty one. It'll get the job done. I assume the Bronco will be able to handle this. Oh, it might not be able to connect though. I actually just realized. Okay, it can't even connect. We'll use a tractor then. Actually having fun with the whole transition thing. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I enjoy the idea of it because it's almost like a fresh start every couple of years. We're trying something different, trying something new, and it just keeps the whole thing fresh and exciting. Come over this way, I guess. I mean, I could just have the... I'm assuming, can I set the grapes to just sell? Yeah, I could just have them selling right now if I really wanted to. Not even worry about it. But like I said, I still kind of want to get a little bit of a stockpile. I just don't remember... Don't know how much... I don't have a concept of how much we're actually going to need. I could probably look it up and find the math. That way I know exactly how much we're going to need to keep our cereal factory fully stockpiled. But we'll buy the cereal factory soon enough and we'll know for sure. I was going to say that train might be in the way, but I don't think I think it'll be fine, actually. It's almost perfectly positioned to where we just go right past it. It'll take us a minute to get all this filled up. I mean, how much do these things actually hold? Actually, it looks like they only have about 10,000 liters, so only a few trips will be fine, and it'll be done. Good thing they have the water really close. Free water, which basically makes our grapes just pure profit. Like they literally just exist, you know, they just exist as profit right from the get-go. Not a lot of profit, but you know, some. By the time we get done with this, our cedar should be done, or unless he's already... Is he already done? He's already done. Okay, we already got our grass ready to go. Nice. That wasn't too bad. So we got our bees, we got our grapes, which again, we need to turn them into raisins still, but That'll happen once we get that building. I guess we can go ahead and we could always buy the raisin factory, the grape processing facility first before the cereal factory. Because again, we could always sell the grapes if we want to. Or sell the raisins, I should say, to get a little bit of money from the get-go. While we're waiting for all the other pieces and parts to come together. Cows are going to be a very expensive part of this whole operation. The cereal is fine. I think we can get the cereal rolling very, very easily, but who wants to eat dry cereal? I mean, you gotta have the milk. Milk's important. All right, grass is good. We'll get it fertilized here in a bit. For now, we'll just get you parked over here. All right, well, let me get the rest of these grapes filled up with water, and I'll bring you guys back in a bit. All right, we're back, ready to fast forward. I did just realize as I was kind of putting the last of the water over there on the grapes that I actually don't ever need to use the outputs because we're only going to ever distribute them. We're not going to either sell them directly or something like that, or we'll distribute them. We're probably not going to do selling, quite frankly, because there's just no value there. We'll wait till they turn into raisins if we're going to sell them at all. And even then, if we're going to turn them into raisins, we'll just distribute them to our raisin factory directly. We don't have to go do the work. So at some point, I'll probably go over there and fix the grapes, line them up better, make sure there's no gaps or anything like that. We'll figure it out later. For now, they're fine. But yeah, that might be a job that I do fix at some point. Bees are still okay. Obviously, there's nothing to do with the bees. They just exist. We can't change these to distribute, unfortunately. So that's just going to be that's going to be the one thing that we will have to drop off periodically with our tractor or trailer, whatever. Other than that, let's go ahead and fast forward. We're ready to fast forward and get ready to put down some fertilizer on our grass. Our current rate of leases, we've got about 8 months or 7 months now of time left on the money that we have left at the moment. I did have to go repair my case tractor, so that cost another 10 grand as well. $80,000 is how much we're going to need for the grape processing thing. So that is going to be something we're going to be looking for, obviously, at some point. You have herbicide in there currently, so let me drop that off. Over here out of the way. Still need to get a mower too, so we won't be able to get a mower until we got. Well, I guess we're gonna lease it. So never mind. I'm wrong about that. We'll be able to lease a mower whenever. We got a little bit of baby food over there. When do we want to sell this now? March, it says across the board. March, and March. Well, Erlengratt for carrots, but we obviously won't sell them there. So we're looking kind of, we'll look kind of towards March, see what it looks like there. I mean, I can keep an eye on the prices as we go along. Anything above, 920, 930 would be great. We're already above 900 in a couple spots, but I don't know if we need to sell it just yet because we do. I mean, we're having to finish producing all of it yet anyway. At least our precision farming value will be very close to maxed out. So this is really good. That's going to be some good money for that last round of baby food. Oh, I forgot to turn on the music. I apologize. It's going to be some quiet, bit boring moments. I'll make sure I turn it on for the next episode. I mean, you guys might not even care if the music's on or not, but feels like it fills in some of the quiet moments a bit better. I'm actually just going to go ahead and just cut this field in half, and that way I'm not fertilizing my neighbor's field. Not that I don't mind being, you know, that I mind being neighborly, I should say. I'm okay with being a good neighbor, but, you know, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. All right. Well, actually, I'll just wait. I was going to say I was going to put a skip in here, but honestly, we've only got about a minute left of the video anyway, so I'll just bring you guys along for the rest of this fertilizing. So how many grapes do we actually have now? Probably not that many, right? Yeah, I mean, 1,000, a little over 1,000 liters in each of them, so something. Not bad. We'll just let them kind of do their thing and come back to them later. Actually, using a decent amount of fertilizer for all of this. I mean, I guess it's not a lot, because grass doesn't take that much fertilizer in the beginning, but more fertilizer than we use herbicide usually. We will have to restock, is I guess what I'm getting at. It's gonna be a lot of grass. It's gonna be a lot of good silage, like I said, that we could probably sell straight off and help fund our cow shift. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy with cows. We don't need hundreds of cows. One little pen full of cows just to get us some milk will be plenty for now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna take a loss in general because between the cost of the pasture and cows and everything like that, I don't know that we're gonna get enough milk back to cover that cost within the next, you know, however many years that we're doing this. But that's okay. It's the story. It's fine. I don't know how we're not at 100% on the fertilizer on some of these. Like, we're fertilizing. How we're not? I mean, I guess it's because they haven't been mowed yet. Once we mow it, maybe it'll give us the full credit. Because it's not like, I mean, but I still don't know how we didn't have full credit before, right? Because we fertilized the entirety of the crop before. No reason why we shouldn't get full 100% credit. Sure, it's just some little quirkiness. Oh, I forgot to mow or to plant there, apparently. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's a little silly. All right, well, I'll finish this pass and bring you guys back next time. Next time we're going to be obviously fast forwarding ahead a little bit. I don't know if we'll get a mowing in before winter or not, but if not, we'll definitely mow once the winter's over and get our first bit of silage rolling. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.